Alright guys, welcome back to the stream. We're going over UFC 280 prelims today. Went over the main event yesterday. Just too many fights. Too many great fights to leave off, so we're just doing the whole card. Screw it. We're going to make it a little quicker on this end though, so nice and easy for you guys. Alright, first let's say thank you to our sponsor, Tampa Bless, Home Team Do Good, TampaBless.com for more information. Let's get right into it. Only fight I'm really breaking down, welterweight, Sean Brady, 15-0, minus 130 favorite going up against Belal Muhammad, 21-3, plus 110. As I see it right now, I'm not sure. This one's been going back and forth on the line. Every day you check, it could be a different price, so no big deal there. But, Tom, big Brady fan. Belal's been showing he's pretty damn good. What do you see happening here?
Yeah, man. Yo, first off, I just want to say this is a first. Like, we've never covered every single fight on a card before, so this is kind of first here. And by the way, I had to rock my Ramen Deckers. If you don't know, the Turbine from Hell, the Diamond Ramen Deckers. Look them up. Passed away too young, but one of the best phalangs ever to do the Muay Thai. Belal, 34. Sean Brady, 29. You know, I saw Belal. He's talking smack, but he's going directly at Philly. Like, I don't like Philly cheesesteaks. I don't like anything about Philly. That's gonna bring out. I don't know if that's the best move. I know it could get in his head, but it could also bring out a different part. Philly people definitely, have pride in Philly. So I don't know. He's definitely going at it right there. Definitely playing some games. Bilal's only been finished once, and it was by strikes. He's never been subbed. Out of his last 13 fights, he's won 11 of them. One was a no contest, and the other was a loss to Jeff Neal back in 2019, January. This is going to be a true test of how much training with Khabib's camp has helped Belal, because I think it's really brought him into that. Khabib and all of them are like pretty strict Muslims, and Belal is a Muslim as well, and I think it kind of brought him a little bit. They kind of get accountability, and it brings you into a much stricter lifestyle. We'll see if that pays dividends for Belal there. Sean, on the other hand, we know Sean Brady can grapple. He's never been beaten. I'm up in the air here. I'm seeing a decision either way. But you know what? I'm leaning towards Belal here. I'm going to go with Belal by decision.
This is, I mentioned it in yesterday's video, a reason why I think Sean O'Malley could beat Petr Yan. And I think that's the same reason right here that I'm leaning towards Brady. This is not going to be a main round 5 fight event here. And I love Brady. He tends to gas. He's so powerful. He's so strong. Sometimes he just gasses himself out. We've never seen him not get someone to the ground. He always gets someone to the ground. And Belal is very strong, very great wrestling, doesn't really go to the ground himself. So this is going to be that strength. Does he get him to the ground? Does he use up too much energy? I think personally, Brady can get the first round, probably get the second round. He's got better stand-up than Belal does. And I think he's going to edge out the decision here. If it was going 5 rounds, I would totally change my pick to Belal. Belal is loaded with energy. The guy is full of it. He can go the 5 rounds. I don't know if Brady can go 5 rounds right now. I mean, they all like to say they can, but when they're really in there and they're up against another wrestler using all that cardio, we saw what happened. Chiesa was coming back in that last fight. Go back and watch it. Chiesa, another minute, might win that fight. But Brady had already secured the first 2 rounds, which I think he can do here, and get the victory. I'm taking Brady. Taking Brady in the decision. I agree. I don't think he just goes out there and finishes Belal. And I think it's a great fight. Might be a little boring. Belal's fights are all a little boring. But, that's just something you got to live with these heavy wrestlers. This is the only one I'm really going over the cards. The rest of these guys aren't printed, super young, all that good stuff, even though some of them could be buy ratings. All right, Belal, 2018 Chrome. I got to hold and see. I got to see how he really looks. This is him really going up in competition, really going up against somebody grappling. He's been beating these guys. He beat Stephen Thompson. He beat him convincingly. But he beat him in the Apex cage. I think that's a huge disadvantage for a guy like Stephen Thompson who likes to play on the outside and everything like that. So I didn't get to take away as much as I'd like to take away from that. Plus, Stephen Thompson's getting a lot older and everything like that. So this is a big one. He's going up against a young buck, a guy who's also wrestle heavy. I got to see how he looks here before I put a buy. So I'm putting a hold on Bilal. He doesn't garner enough attention for me to give him the buy rating right now. All right, Brady just needs a little more experience in there. Like I said, if he gets in a 5-round fight and we see he can go 5 rounds, this kid is amazing, right? I got a spec buy on him, though. Undefeated, just printed in Prism. Guy's grown his fan base. Guys fighting out of Philly. We know how those guys are. It's cult following over there. So that's my pick on Brady's speculation buy. Let's move right down for a fight I'm very excited for here. We're going to the middleweights. Cal Barallo, 12-1, going up against Muhammad Muradov, 25-7. Tom, this is this is a great fight. This kid headline ESPN Plus show right here. No question about it. I mean, it wouldn't be like the best show I've ever seen, but this can headline another show. Where do you see this one going?
You know, Mahmoud 32, Chow 29. Mahmoud was part of the money team with Floyd Mayweather and all that. He's a big striker, man, and he could land a big one against Chow. But on the quick lightning round here, I'm rolling with Chow by decision or sub, maybe round 3.
Totally agree. But
look out for the striking.
I'm looking out. Muhammed's talented. Muhammad's good. Is Muhammad as good as advertised, though? No, he's not. Chow is very intelligent. He downloads while he's in there. I'm taking Chow for the win. I don't know if he gets on his back and rides him and gets the decision victory or if he finds a sub. But I'm taking Chow for the win. I totally agree with you. Now let's move right on. We got light heavyweights. Another one. Ranked guys. This could easily be a headline on a smaller card. Ranked number 8, Volkan Ozdemir, going up against number 10, Nikita Krylov. Krylov, the heavy favorite here, minus 175. Tom, who you got in this one? You there, Tom?
Yo, I thought Volkan looked great. Volkan against Paul Craig. He didn't fall for any of Paul Craig's lures. Paul kept sitting down, wanted to take him to the ground. He played it smart. I thought he looked good. He's 33. Nikita's 30. You know, I'm rolling with Volkan here by decision. But, you know, be careful because Nikita can finish someone. So he's got to watch out for getting put out. But I'm rolling with Volkan here by decision.
I totally agree with what you just said. Volkan looked semi-smart in his last fight versus Paul Craig. He didn't go to the ground. I feel like a lot of guys should learn from that. Don't ever go to the ground with Paul Craig. He's just so sneaky down there. But I'm rolling with Nikita Krylov. I think he's got a little bit more experience in there. I think Volkan has really fell off from his going for a title fight against DC to having a very hard time beating anyone else in the top 5 there. I'm voting Krylov. I think he gets it done here. All right, let's move right on. We got the middleweights. We got Armen Petrosyan versus AJ Dobson. Petrosyan minus 205 favorite. Guy's been looking good. Dobson only 1 loss. Tom, how do you see this one going?
Did you skip Abubakar or no? Are we doing him next?
We're going to him next.
All right, yeah, cool. Armen 31, AJ Dobson 30. It's going to be a good one. You know, I'm leaning with Arman by decision here.
Yeah.
5-inch reach advantage over there. Yep.
I'm going with Armen by KO round number 1. This guy looks good. He looks talented. Armen gets it done in there. He's been tested once or twice, but he always shows up. It's not like he's got a glass chin or anything.
He can definitely take a punch, too, because he went up against Greg Rodriguez.
Yeah, RoboCop fight. That's what I mean. He was tested in there, and he still looked damn good. Now we got Abubakar Nurmagomedov versus Omar Gadzhi. Right now, Nurmagomedov is the favorite. I don't see why. I think it's all about that last name. He's getting some love for that last name. Tom, how do you see this one going?
Well, he's rolling with Khabib's camp and down with Islam and all them over in Dagestan. Nurmagomedov is. You know, he's 32. Gadzhi 29. You know, Gadzhi didn't look great against Chow, but I'm gonna roll with him again. I'm gonna give him a try again here. You know, I'm going with Gadzhi by sub, maybe round 2 or a decision.
Right. This guy's not Khabib. I'm also rolling Omar Gadzhi. I think this guy's rolling on the last name Nurmagomedov, and he's not Khabib. Let's go Omar Gadzhi. All right, now we're getting to the heaviest favorite on the entire fight card here. This kid is young. This kid is talented. He's making a name for himself. Muhammad Makayov, fighting out of the United Kingdom right now at a minus 1150, depending on what site you're looking at. Freakish number, a minus 1150. The kid's only like 22 years old. All right, he's going up against Malcolm Gordon, plus 750 here. Gordon's fighting out of Canada. Gordon's kind of not that talented. I feel like they want to grow Muhammad a little bit slowly here. They don't want to rush him up against some high-level guys just yet. So, Tom, how do you see this one breaking down? I mean, we don't have too much on it at a minus 1150. The bookies know what's going to happen. What do you think? You agree with them? Tommy.
Yeah, man. The connection's slightly slow, so that's why, like I was pointing earlier, I was having a little bit of difficulty, but it's all good. Muhammad here, 22, 10 years older is Malcolm at 32. You know, simply put, I'm rolling with Makayov round 1 or 2 by sub. I thought, you know, the guy he went up against last fight, I forget his name. It was over in England when the fight took place, and the guy was coming out of another promotion, not the UFC. It was his first fight in the UFC, and he kind of, you know, did a good job of not being finished. He did get owned, but he didn't get finished, and I think that kind of hopefully woke Muhammad up a little bit so that he doesn't get too overconfident, potentially cocky. You must be careful. This guy was a fresh to the UFC guy, and you couldn't put him away. So I think he's going to get back on the horse and put this guy away round 1 or 2.
All right, let's move on. We got Karol Hoza, 15-4, going up against Lena Landsberg, 10-6. Tom, women's bantamweight fight here. Anyone could win. Does Lena Landsberg have anything left in her tank? That's the question.
Well, there's a big age difference. Karol Rose is 27. Lena's 40. You know, she's holding it down for the older women. You know, I think it could be close, but I got to go with Karol here by decision.
Yeah, I got Karol. I think Karol finishes this one. I think Lena's just a little too old. She's out of her prime. She's done. Even though Karol really disappointed me and lost to 40-year-old McMahon in her last fight. So
right.
It's not like she's not going to... Lena can win, but I think Lena's...
They both have losses to McMahon.
Right, but I think McMahon is just... Her wrestling is just too talented, where I don't think Lena's going to have that kind of talent. So...
Right.
All right, guys, that's it. That's our quick picks. Stay tuned when my card is coming out right after this, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.
Oh, yo, real quick, 10:30 a.m. Eastern tomorrow. The prelims come on. 2 o'clock is the main card, so beware.